I'm Matreus Kristen with Ormus Temple, and I'd like to offer up to you, for your consideration, a brand new word. But before I do, I've got to go over three other words that kind of preempt the value of this word. The first word is forgiving. And I know a lot of us have a problem with the idea of forgiving because it seems like we're justifying the unjustifiable. Like we're saying it's okay that someone or something has harmed us, exploited us, or abused us in some way. And it isn't okay. We don't accept it, and we won't accept it. And so in order to protect ourselves, we don't want to give it up. It's like we're giving someone else the permission to misuse us when we look at the word forgiving in that way. Even the Bible says something about if you get your face slapped, turn the other side and offer your other cheek. But I'm going to just suggest to you that you look at the word forgiving as a conjunction of two words. For, meaning first, and then give. And from this perspective, we consider forgiving as giving up something first. In other words, just emptying out the playing field to condition yourself to cultivate something else. Forgive. It's not for anyone else. It's not to empower an institution that may be working against you or has abused or exploited you in some way. It's for you. It's so that you can clear your field in order to cultivate something better. So if we look at forgive like that, the next word that comes up for us to consider is forgetting. Okay, yeah, right. We're just going to forget the injustices that have been visited upon us and just be openly foolish to allow them to come up again, not recognize them, and endure the same exploitation all over again. It's not logical. So we don't want to forget either, right? But what if we consider that word in the same way that we consider forgive? In other words, forgetting is actually getting something first before you actually realize it. Getting something first before you get it. You see, in our minds, something greater than the brain and the nervous system and the endocrine system working all together, which is sort of like a bioorganic mechanical operating system that allows us to take in information and organizes it and it connects it. So it takes a lot of different points, connects them together so that when we experience anything in the now and it triggers any one of those points, that whole body of information will come flooding forth. Each point members together and creates this whole body. That's remembering. But we also have an infinite mind within us, an infinite field with infinite potential, things that we haven't seen or heard or anywhere before that's available to us when we visit our infinite mind inside. And of course, I'm going to just advise that you go to your heart first and get your balance so that you can accurately perceive what you're looking at in your infinite field of potential before you energize it. Well, when we remember, we're not going to that infinite mind. We're actually going to that bioorganic mechanical operating system comprised of the nervous system and endocrine system that is taking in all this information. And every time one little piece of it is triggered, we are reminded of that one little point, then a whole body of information floods forth. And the problem with that is that we are influencing our perception of the now based on the past. We are remembering something from the past. We're remembering, pulling together a body of information by which we perceive out of the past. remembering. So now, here's the new word for your consideration, and see if you can work it into your thoughts and vocabulary for the day. The word is premember. Premember. That means drawing together points you haven't considered yet, you haven't seen, you haven't heard, out of your mind of infinite potential, drawing them all together to create a body, a realization. Premember. Pulling something together, bits and pieces together, out of the field to create a whole new creation in your life. So the next time you are remembering, and you're thinking about what you're remembering, or you're talking about what you're remembering, think about how can you premember? What can you premember to bring forth a new creation in your life and the lives of others you're connected to? And remember, everything that we do does affect the whole. Have a great day.